Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa. And make sure you hit that like button. We are now back for the San Jose State Dynasty. And we're just taking a look at our recruiting board here. We're in the driver's seat for most of our top 10 recruits, but some of them are leaving to go to other schools. So we do have to kind of make up for that. So we do look at a couple of guys like Tavita Bryant and also some other guys that we might need to go after harder in the offseason. So looking at our players of the game for last week, I'm giving it to our offensive line. They did a really good job of controlling the line of scrimmage. And then on the defensive side, I'm giving it to the freshman Andre Armstead. He had a huge game, and he's been making plays. And one thing I love about this game is that, you know, a lot of players get better over time. It's like Andre Armstead didn't have a tackle. I believe he had maybe like 1 or 2 tackles his first like 2 or 3 games. Then since then, he's exploded onto the scene, and I think he's going to be one of the best players our defense has probably ever seen in any of my dynasties. So let's look at Utah State. They actually have a pretty good quarterback in Josh Love, and then they have a pretty good running back in Gerald Bright. We have had problems stopping the run, but we do come into this game ranked 14 now. At 4-1, we're ranked 14. You can look at the comparison here. They actually have kind of a weaker offense, but they have a really good defense. 24 in points, 16 in yards, and 19 defending the pass. So here is Jordan Love. He actually was hurt for a little bit last game. He only went 2 for 12 for 16 yards. But here we go. We are starting out another game on defense. We have not lost a coin toss all season as we start on defense here on the road. And here is Love scrambling out and getting 13 yards on the first play from scrimmage, making it a first down at the 36. So handoff up the middle to Bright, but this time he's going to get tackled behind the line by Jesse Ozuna. So now on a 3rd and 9, running his tight end in motion is Love. Here in the shotgun, going to throw the ball out to the left side, going to find his favorite target, Chad Artis, for 13 yards and a first down. So now at the 50, quick throw over the middle. There's Artis again for 11 yards. And another first down. We usually have problems stopping the run, but 2 quick throws, another one out to Artis this time, picking up 9. And we have to kind of clamp down on defense. So now on a 2nd and 1, handoff up the middle, and here is a tackle by Ethan Aguayo, the senior, as he tackles Gerald Bright in the backfield for a 3rd and 4. Here's Love scrambling out to the right side this time, going to get tackled before the first down. He almost fell forward as he has to settle for the field goal on that drive. They actually don't go for it there on a 4th and inches, and they decide to kick the field goal. So 3-0 as we start out this game with the ball here after that first scoring possession by Utah State. Quick throw over the middle. There's Billy Humphreys for the 5-yard reception and making it a 2nd and 5. So now here from the shotgun, they're sending a blitz, but somebody's open on the left side. Nobody's out to get Bailey Gaither as he picks up a gain of 18. And that's enough for a first down. So now on a 1st and 10, handoff to the left side. Here is Zamore Ziegler picking up a gain of 7, getting past the 50, as we're now set up here with some pretty good rhythm. So now on the next play, handing the ball up the middle to Tyler Nevins, picking up 5 as he makes it another first down. So here, another handoff up the middle. There's Tyler Nevins getting 7 on this one as we kind of got to establish this run. This offensive line has actually been blocking really well on the season, as they've just been pretty much getting better each game. And you can see by the rushing totals, remember, we couldn't even run for like 50 yards at the start of this season. Now we're getting there consistently. But on the next play, 2nd and 3, throw over the middle. There's Trey Walker, and he's getting back up and actually getting another couple yards for a gain of 16, setting us up inside the 5. So now under center, hand the ball off to Tyler Nevins. He breaks the first tackle and falls into the end zone. And just like that, we take the 7-3 lead to start this game, as Utah State has a pretty good quarterback, so they've been airing it out on us so far. So now on the first play of the next drive, there is a sack that time by Andre Armstead. Remember, he got the player of the game last week, and that was actually a pretty good sighting, seeing Terrence over the middle and seeing him actually stop the quarterback before he can scramble out. So we do actually get them to punt on that drive, as here we come back out on offense, giving the ball to Zamore Ziegler up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of 6. So now as his first quarter winds down, 2nd and 4, this time they're sending a blitz, and we cannot get away from the rush, and they sack us that time for a loss of 6. So 3rd and 10 here to start the second quarter. Scrambling out to the right side, but this time Montel Aaron's going to take a huge hit. And that's only a gain of 6. Luckily, he didn't fumble, and we had to punt the ball away. So now here is Josh Love back out onto the field from the shotgun on the first play. Having all day to throw, but this time he's going to get sacked by Jesse Ozuna again, as we've gotten to him 3 times already. And I got to say that our defensive line is doing a pretty good job so far. But here on a 3rd and 10, running the screen pass to Bright. And he's getting tackled only for a 1-yard gain by Isaac Tagia. And we forced 2 punts in a row. So now in the first play of the next drive, there is a blitz once again. And they get a sack. And that's a loss of 9, making it a 2nd and 19 as that guy went in unblocked. So now on a 2nd and 19, throw out across the middle. Here's Trey Walker. And he's picking up a gain of 13. So now 3rd and 6 here at the 50-yard line. Here is Montel Aaron scrambling out to the right side. Quick throw out to Billy Humphries. He picks up a block and actually runs over a defender. And he makes it inside the 25-yard line for a gain of 24. As Billy Humphries, actually, this is a tight end friendly offense. And he's not as explosive as Josh Oliver, but he gets the job done. So now on a 2nd and 10, here's a throw out to the right sideline. That's actually Matt Pollard for 19 yards, and the freshman picks up the first down. So now on a 1st and goal, running out to the right side once again, there is Montel Aaron, this time finding Pollard on another pass play. So Montel Aaron actually starts out this game 9 for 10 and a touchdown as we make it a 2-score lead on the next drive. On the first play, though, here is a sack once again by Andre Armstead, his 2nd of the first half, as him and Terrence Miller are setting the edge on the right side of the defensive line. Here he is once again scrambling out, and this time Terrence Miller gets to him. So a sack by our freshman, 3 sacks total by our freshman, and here they're facing a 3rd and 18, throwing the ball deep, and that's a wide open guy, and that's Artis again. And somehow, I don't know how Jonathan Leonard let him get behind him. I mean, that's the only guy in his vicinity, and he lets him get past him for the 56-yard gain. So now inside the 15-yard line, here's another sack. And wow, are we dominating this offensive line so far in this first half, as he's gotten sacked 5 times already. So now here is Jordan Love on a 3rd and 7, this time scrambling out. Almost gets sacked, but then gets cleaned up that time. And we do get the sack as they do kick the field goal before half here. But no, that's actually a fake. They're actually going to run this one with Columbia, and Columbia's going to pick up the first down. So, wow, this actually happened to me in the Marquette Dynasty quite a bit. And I haven't seen one of these in a while. Fake field goal, and they end up picking up the first down, as now they can actually score the touchdown. But they have not been able to score at all on the ground. Is look at this rushing defense. Where has this been all first half of the season? I mean, we haven't been able to stop the run at all, and suddenly in this game, we're able to stop Bright coming out of the backfield. So now facing a 3rd and goal, here's Josh Love from the shotgun. Pretty much a statue in the pocket. He's going to scramble out, but he's not getting far as we put the spies on him. And we kind of learned our lesson from the Miami game, because the only reason Miami was in the game versus us is because they kept running with their quarterback. But we got them in check this game, as we have yet to give up a touchdown as we go into halftime up with a 14-6 lead. So now to start this second half, we do start out with the ball here from the shotgun. Here is Montel Aaron on the first play, throwing out to the left side, and that's Bailey Gaither. He makes a move and gets up to the 47. So already on the first play, a gain of 26. So now on the 1st and 10 here on the next play, giving the ball to Zamore Ziegler on the counter, and he's going to make a guy miss, make another man miss, and he's going to be off to the races. And Zamore Ziegler's got that breakaway speed, 54 yards for the touchdown. And wow, we haven't had a lot of long running plays this season. And like I said, that offensive line has been getting better and better each game. And it just shows, like, the running lanes that he's had so far in these last 2 games, it's been pretty remarkable. I mean, just the turnaround that we've had on offense has been pretty big from last year to this year. So now on a 2nd and 10, here is a speed option on the next possession. Utah State pitching it to Chad Artis once again, and he's the only one doing something for that offense. He picks up 25 yards on the ground. So now close to the 45-yard line. Jordan Love from the shotgun scrambling out to the left side, and he's going to get tackled before the first down marker at the 35, and that's actually Cameron Alexander for the tackle, and they do end up kicking the long field goal, and their kicker nails a long one. That's definitely a 50-plus yarder. So now we get a stop once again here, and we come back out in the shotgun, passing on the first play. Here's Montel Aaron throwing out to Matt Pollard. He's breaking free. Wow, another big play for this offense, as we have not seen this from this offense. 2 big plays to start out the second half, and that's actually 3 plays, 2 touchdowns here. And wow, we have racked up 286 yards, and we're not even halfway through the third quarter. So now back out on defense here, 28-9, as this defense has definitely showed up this game. But that time Jordan Love scrambles for 9 yards. So now handoff to Bright, and this time he's picking up 9, as that's actually the longest play that he's had running the ball in this game. So now facing a 3rd and 1. Here's Bright getting the handoff up the middle. That's a gain of 6. As he makes it a first down now close to the 30-yard line. So now here's Love thrown out to the right side and almost picked off by Ethan Aguayo. That would have been an exclamation point on this defensive performance. So now 3rd and 10. Here's the screen pass out to the right side, and he makes up for it with the open field tackle on Gerald Bright as they lose 3 yards. And they line up for another field goal, down by 3 scores, but they do nail it. But I don't know if I would have went for that. That's kind of a long conversion, but still, they can't win off of all field goals. So now on the next possession, here is Tyler Nevins getting the handoff to the right side, and he's picking up about a gain of 12. So now 2nd and 12 on a couple of plays later. Here is Trey Walker, his favorite target, getting open. And man, Trey Walker, he might be the greatest slot receiver I've had. I don't remember a guy that gets open just as much as Trey Walker. I mean, he's not the fastest. He definitely is not the fastest, but it just seems like he's always open. Here on a 2nd and 12, here's another play out to Trey Walker, and he's catching that one, keeping his feet in bounds, and he's at 79 yards receiving. So now 1st and 10 inside the 20, throw out to the right side. There's Bailey Gaither, and he's making his way into the end zone, and another touchdown. Look at Montel Aaron, 16 for 17. 3 touchdowns. What a game he's had. So now here to start the fourth quarter, here's Josh Love scrambling out to the right side, going to break a tackle but not get away from the second, as he actually gets tackled by Trey Webb. So 3rd and 7 here, 6.5 minutes left in the fourth. Here's a tip pass, and that's actually going to be picked off by Ethan Aguayo. How did that get intercepted? That receiver, that's actually Chad Artis, who's actually been their best receiver. He just straight up drops it, and that's an interception. So now we have a chance to put up 40 on Utah State on the road, as it just looks like we are playing like the number 14 team in the nation. As here is Zamora Ziegler getting another carry up the middle, and that's going to be a first down, a gain of only 2 on that. So now here's a counter play out to the right side, and Tyler Nevins fighting his way forward for a 10-yard gain. As you can just see, we are just dominating them at the line of scrimmage. As here, we're just trying some new plays here since we have the big lead. End around this time in the Wildcat, and there's Bailey Gaither picking up 8. So now in a 2nd and 2 here at the 8-yard line. Another play to the outside, and there's a fake handoff. And here's Bailey Gaither. He's going to pick up a block, and Ziegler's going to actually take it to the outside and dive in for the touchdown. 42 points in this game as we go on to win it. And Montel Aaron, what a monster game he had. 16 for 17, 271 yards, and 3 touchdowns. As it was just a dominant performance from the beginning. They do score a garbage time touchdown, but that ends up being their only scored touchdown of the game. And 4 field goals just did not get it done. But what a game this defense had. I mean, the freshmen, between Terrence Miller and Andre Armstead, they had 4 sacks total. And then Jesse Ozuna and Ethan Aguayo each had 1. So it was kind of funny. The freshmen have a big performance and the seniors have a big performance. As you see, Ziegler had a pretty good game running the ball. Didn't even have to have as many offensive plays as usual because we had those big plays. We were actually playing a lot of defense in this game. But, man, I mean, this is probably our best game in our history so far. I mean, Terrence Miller he disappeared for about 3 games after that 3-sack monster game that he had, but he had 2 sacks in this one, so he's up to 5 on the year. And then Andre Armstead just continues his streak of sacks. I mean, just a monster surge that he's had within the last 3 games or so. And we get the W. I mean, Josh Love couldn't really do anything. He only had 169 yards passing. He actually scrambled 19 times for 35 yards. I mean, that's a lot of times he was running the ball. So we do get the victory in this one, and this was a good one on the road. 42-19. That's our biggest blowout so far in this dynasty. So you don't want to miss any action coming up. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.